Hi, and thanks for stopping by as we offer this Advent reflection for Friday, December 9th. Imagine, if you will, a world where you didn't have to try to make your way through it blindly. A world where there were guides, wise men and women who would lead you. A world where we had the benefit of wisdom passed down from generation to generation to help those, lead those that would follow after. Now, some of you may just be old enough to remember what these are, kids. These are called maps. Maps. And it's how folks found their way around from point A to point B. Before that nice lady in the radio, anyway. But even with a map in hand, some folks were what I refer to lovingly as directionally challenged. My son Andrew, we call him Boo. Well, Boo is one of those people. Boo's our Army brat. He actually joined up while still in high school, and he served a couple tours over in Iraq during the war. And when I think of those directionally challenged people, Boo is their poster child. But we hadn't really realized that until the night he was supposed to arrive home back in Gibson City, Illinois, from his base, Fort Hood, in Kylene, Texas. Normally, it's about a 15-hour drive. When hour 18 came and went and there was still no Boo, we did our best as parents not to think the worst. And when he finally did pull into the driveway at about 5 hours past due, well, his welcome home ribeye was a solid lump of charcoal on my grill. And I asked him that obvious parental question of, Boo, what the heck took you so long? Well, seems Boo did not have a map, didn't even think about stopping to buy a map. Heck, he may not even have known what a map was, for all I know. And so, in typical Boo fashion, and I really do love that kid, he simply saw a sign on the interstate. First, he headed towards Dallas. When he got to Dallas, he found another sign that he thought was for a city that might lead him closer to home. Followed that one until, thank you, Jesus, he saw a sign for something that would lead him a little bit closer to familiar territory. In fact, his map reading skills were so lacking that in typical Army brilliance, they of course made him the navigator in his squad, which in hindsight is probably what kept them safe because his unit was rarely on a road anywhere close to where they were supposed to be. So the enemy had no clue where to set a bomb, right? As we make our way through this life, we do have options. We could just move from one thing to the next and hope each move would bring us closer to where we're supposed to be. Kind of like Boo. But if only there were maps on how to do life. If only someone would have written down some of the instructions for us, something that would help us. Someone from one generation to the next that would help us figure out exactly what it would take to do the right thing. Somehow there would be a map to figure out how to find our way home. Love you, Boo.